Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some 2026 esports action. You are live on some Wednesday night Valorant action with none other than Benny Giroux and Jamie O on the cast. How you doing today, Jamie?
I'm pumped, man. I'm so excited. We got some Valorant. We got the SAIT Academy team. We managed to run into them a little bit before the game. We talked with them. They're super hyped about it. They got some new strategies that they want to try if they give it a chance. So I'm pumped. The teams are pumped. And we are getting into it.
Absolutely. We got our first map as well for you guys at home, and it looks like it's going to be none other than Haven first with your SAIT Trojans hanging out on the defender side first. We did get a chance to chat with the team a little earlier, and they were discussing the possibility of potentially running two duelists, which is something we did not see them run last time out. This is my second time calling this team, which is super exciting. I'm pretty sure we covered them last week.
Yep.
Okay. Nice. So Jamie in here, Betty in here, and we walked in on the team practicing just beforehand. So we know that they're locked in. They told us they've been scrimming together a little bit more, but at the same time, not trying to reinvent the wheel. I would say they found success. How are you feeling? Are you excited?
I'm really excited. Brazilian Baddie and Electrocute, apparently they've been working together a little bit, so it'll be fun to see if they can combo up a little bit. And then, yeah, SAIT was doing such a good job from last time. They were always doing the big 5 stacks.
Right.
Which we did see a lot of the 5 stacks last time, which always makes for great casting, too.
Yeah. Well, the Haven site is going to be a 3-sighter, so going to be very difficult to play that group together defense that we saw with so much success. Just a quick heads up, we may get just a bit of a restart here. There was an issue with the replay settings.
Oh.
So we may just have to chat a little bit more about how things are going to go. Yeah, we're going to get that reset right now. So not to worry, folks. We're only a few minutes away. It's just a simple setting that they need to switch. So as I was saying, the 3-site map, very difficult to play together with your team, and the importance of first kill rises tremendously when you play on these big maps, because you want that early advantage. You want to be able to have the freedom of movement throughout the map, especially on attack. So for the Trojans, it's going to be about holding those early sight lines, getting the first pick, and making sure that you two things. One, play your life. So if you're holding down a site with one other person and 5 people are pushing you, you got to back out. You got to live, give your team a chance to hit the retake, or you simply need to hold the site.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, but yeah, we're just going to get a couple things sorted out here, folks. We are only moments away from some very exciting Rocket League action. Electrocute, Brazilian Baddie, Say Less, Meliodas, Virgie, all the big names that we called last game out. And I think each player had their own time in the sun one round or another. We saw great plays out of everybody.
Yeah. We see some great teamwork from these guys. It's really cool hanging out with these players because they're all in the same room, right? If you're more of a casual player like me, I'm never in the same room as my teammates. Like when I'm playing Overwatch, even if I do have a squad that we get together on the weekends, like we never sit in the same room together. So being right next to each other, being able to call each other out, watching the high fives go around, it does make it that much more interactive and that much more fun, knowing that they're going to be in the room partying.
Yeah, well, I believe it's got to add to the momentum factor a lot when things are going well. Yeah, I agree. You could argue it's a good thing I'm not in the same place as my ranked teammates down in bronze. Who knows what kind of conversations we'd be having. It'd probably be something about getting your eyes checked, something like that.
Yeah.
I made a great joke earlier, and I feel like I have to say it on the air.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about playing, and I said normally a lot of the comms that I get are usually just people wondering if I'm okay. So people aren't actually rude to me when I play. They're more concerned due to the level of gameplay that I put out. So it's a nice switch up from watching my own gameplay to getting to watch some of these Trojans athletes. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And not even to mention, we always mention this, we talked about it a lot last semester, they're all taking like serious programs here. And like SAIT is a wonderful institution, but their programs are no joke.
No.
The workload is huge. They demand a lot out of you, rightfully so. And on top of that, you get to be a pro Valorant player. Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, how cool is that, right? Like, you get, these are definitely not paid athletes, but you do get a little bit of swag, right? And a t-shirt, the hoodie.
Oh, the hoodies are nice.
Yeah.
I'd play Valorant for a hoodie. I've played Valorant for a lot less.
You've paid money to play this game.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick peek here at the roster as well. We got Say Less rocking the Chamber. We saw a little bit of that earlier. Brazilian Baddie rocking the Sky. We saw some great initiator work. One thing I'm excited to see is the Astra out of Electrocute. Astra is a very cerebral character and requires you to stay out of the action a little bit because you can place global smokes through your meditation. So your body is vulnerable while you're using your utility, which is very unique to Astra. And thus, that's why I said that it's a very cerebral kind of play. So
you have to be aware of like where your body is. You can't do that out in the open, right? Like you gotta hide around a corner, because what corner is ever safe in this game?
Absolutely, and on a 3-lane map, that fact becomes even more so, because you could have somebody like, even if we hop on with Jay Gua right here, Jay Gua could wrap all the way around C while you're trying to infiltrate A, and you'll really have no way to know. Interesting to note here as well, the Trojans grouping up here outside of A, so a nice early choice out of the Trojans. We mentioned this before, or they mentioned it to us in the pregame. Their confidence with the Haven, they're very happy with the team they have put together. They're a little more confident on the bind they said, but Salad here in good position. Say Less. Oh, taking him out. What a shot that was.
Wow. Making this a point-and-click adventure.
Yeah, holy fuck. That one got me. Oh, and getting out of trouble there was Chamberlain. Took a little bit of damage from Ty. So in deep, able to pick up one Electrocute with the cleanup there. Brazilian Baddie can hear their teammates getting ready to go. And it looks like we're going to have a nice fight pivot, and in a 3v3 situation, that's going to be the right thing to do, and they may just end up going all the way here. Jay Gu has been hanging out in garage this whole time, and just saw one miss the first shot, and people are aware.
Blocking
nice
vision.
work out of Electrocute, their second kill of the round. I was right, thank goodness. Nice flash out of Brazilian Baddie. It's a lot of space earned. And
one enemy remaining.
Oh,
last player standing.
Coming, however, now on the other side,
Spike
Brazilian
down,
Baddie, some
C.
shots fired, shots landed, and Ty picking up the 3K. Oh my.
Wow.
So an eventful round, almost everybody, 6 players picking up kills that round.
Count.
6 different players.
Yeah, so there's a lot of money to be going around, still a saving round though. Looks like SAIT isn't going to be buying anything off the top here. Okay, so I did have a quick question. It's definitely a new person question. We did hear a lot of characters stomping around there. Do different characters sound different?
Yes, they do.
Oh, okay.
Yep, there's a couple characters that use the same type of footsteps. Some of the quieter footsteps would be like the character that Jay Gu is using here. Reyna's a pretty stealthy footstepper. You were probably referencing the KO of Virgie, who has that very electronic sounding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely pick it up.
Does that change per skin?
Per character.
Okay, so per character.
Yeah, per agent.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of dressing you have, it's on the agent.
Exactly. Double peek there from these two guys. You can see the sight lines there held down rather emphatically. Say Less in a bit of trouble with Electrocute, hit the double reveal, and Trojans are going to do the right thing and just bounce. Working them a 3v5 situation, and look at this up on the minimap. In a position to run into the mid.
One enemy remaining.
Here's the
Spike down. C. Flawless.
Wow.
So players trading triples on the Hilltoppers. Zealous and Ty leading their team to the second round, and I've done a lot of learning and listening from our good friend Tim. Tim plays at a much higher Valorant level than me, and he's been explaining a little bit more about the bonus round. For the Trojans here, you're obviously going to want to buy everything that you can, but you'll notice Ty, Zealous, Pixel, they're not buying anything. They're going to carry this money into the next round. So for the Hilltoppers here, by all metrics of the game, you should lose this round. You don't have the hardware, you don't have the shield, but what they will have is money to fund the next 3 rounds. So even if they drop this one, they have 2 more chances to put their heals in to try and stop the onslaught, even if they drop this round at all. Wow. Early shots there taken, and a nice early pick out of Say Less. Good work there. Say Less holding down. Another player might be running into some trouble here.
SAIT slowing things down, taking their time.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of peeking around doors, a lot of checking.
And this is what Brazilian's batting team looks like. They have no idea where anybody is. There's the Reyna. Got out of there in an instant after taking out the Leotis. Good aim for Brazilian Batty. Got him all blind.
Wow.
Good kill there. Meanwhile, Bertie in on it. He gets one. Couldn't follow up with the second one. Now Salas is going to try and do his job. Gets hit with the blind momentarily.
One enemy remaining.
Nice kill on Zealous. And the follow-up from Brazilian Batty and Trojans are on the board.
Nice.
So this is what I was talking about. Nothing to worry about if you're the Hilltoppers. That's a round that shouldn't feel too bad to lose. Now keep an eye on the money here. You can see a couple of the Trojans, especially even as far as second place. They got full shield and a gun, which is perfect. But if they lose this game, I don't know if they lose this round, I don't know if they're going to have the money to be able to buy.
Right. The funds in between rounds really do add I don't want to say an RPG element to it, but it really is a resource management.
Don't give them ground.
And it's a bit of a resource management as well as teams. I mean, it's an individual effort, but you can share guns.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just be happy that you're sitting next to your teammate while you're trying to coordinate this and not playing ranges. Yeah, it's very hard to coordinate your economy. There's no doubt about it. So early space taken. You can see just how things are shaping up here. Zealous hits the early shot.
Spike
Nicely
down,
there.
attacker
Bruno's
spawn.
gonna pick up a kill, and so does Say Less, and so things are gonna get evened up on the lives end of things. 3v3. And
Very
we should
quick
see.
fight there.
Yeah, that's unfolded rather quickly. There's no doubt about it. Player here, Salad, didn't make any mistakes on that one.
Yeah, Salad must have seen the gun barrel there.
Checking the flank, doesn't see anybody. Now on the other side of things, Virgil's in on
Last player standing.
Pixo. Oh, Pixo got him while kicking. Pixo with the crosshair placement. Oh.
Yeah. Just map memorization, crosshair placement, knowing where the opponents are going to be before they get there. We've seen that twice in that round there from the Hilltoppers. SAIT is going to be on the back foot here for the cash. Holy smokes.
Yeah, and almost kind of like they drew it up. The Trojans won that bonus round, but it looks like they're going to be in the save position after just the response from the Hilltoppers, and they're fully kitted out. So for the Trojans, it'll be back to playing things a little bit slower, potentially looking for some early picks, and it looks like they have.
You
their
want to
strategy
play? Let's
all picked
play.
out, ready to go. Early shot taken, and oh my gosh,
Wow.
Jake Gua just peaked 5 people at once.
Yeah.
So sometimes not a recipe
I got
for
the
success, but how do you know when you're peeking
Here.
5 people? What could he have done?
Yeah. Very aggressive there, watching that front door, seeing if they can catch anybody who wasn't looking. Would be my guess, anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, on the other end of things, oh, Pixo got one, but wasn't able to follow up with any others. So pick being traded, but the player count is going to lean towards the Trojans. Zealous over here, making sure nobody is entering A. So that's what Salad's view is like, and you can tell they're in a spot of trouble. Meliodas losing the duel there. Ty with the calm aim, able to take control of that one.
Spike down A.
Well, now Electro Q in deep here, and potentially a compromised position with Say Less trying to hold things down, and Electro Q's going to try and loop around for the bomb, and that's the global smokes that you can see being placed. Getting things done quickly. When you play Astra, you need to think
Taking that back.
fast.
Yeah.
Every time.
30 seconds left.
Excellent work picking up the bomb, and they're going to try and hit a late map rotate here.
Yeah, 20 seconds, that timer is going to start beeping. But they have a whole map, they got 3 control points, and only 2 people to watch those control points. So if they can get in undetected and drop that bomb, you just got to hold on. But it's 12 seconds. Oh boy.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, they'll have time. It's 4
Spike
seconds to
planted.
plant, so now they'll have about 40 seconds to hold this bomb site down. And we'll take a look here. Say Less. Take early shots.
Last player
He's
standing.
not punished. He was caught there, but
Wow.
able to pull the gun out and gets the better of the exchange. Excellent work. Now we'll hop back on. We'll see if Zealous can put together some magic. A quick peek at where the players are for you people at home, and then here's what it really looks like for Zealous.
One enemy
On the gun
remaining.
barrel on that one,
Yep.
and now he's not looking in the right in the right area. His eyes are closed. And nicely done, the thrifty for the Trojans.
Wow.
And that is something to write home about. A 5th round thrifty.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, things get dicey there.
Such good use. Say less using
got
their
money.
utility
Anyone
of
need
the
something?
character, right? I don't know if they used the ult on that one, but yeah, so that was the ult gun that we've seen, the tour de force. They also have that headhunter, which is a gun that they get basically at all times too. The headhunter is a quick little heavy pistol. But yeah, that tour de force made the difference, and that really helped the Thrifty, picking that character, knowing that you're going to get the...
He said, Chamber, I'm crying, bruh. That's how you know it's a beautiful shot, when your opponents are giving you props like that. And now a bit of a, a bit of a early push here. A nice early peak, but it was interesting to see Zealous actually give that up. So the Trojans probably could have taken some of this space here if they really wanted to, but alas, that's why they're the pros and I'm not, because Electro Q has plans of her own. Saladin, oh, and hiding in the corner was Jay Good.
I've got your
He's able to connect on one.
You are powerless.
Multiple ults being used. You can see Pixo doesn't have an ult available here. Some other players on site. Meliodas picks up one. Meliodas trying to get up there. Sorry, go ahead.
They're just swarming the site.
Ants on a picnic, as we like to say. Players gonna have to pull together here just outside the site. Ty's gonna have to try and put a dent in these Trojans with only a ghost. But with a little more bang in their weapon, and the Meliodas. 4K! Oh my goodness!
Was that one bullet, 2 kills?
I honestly couldn't tell. It was that fast, but excellent work out of Meliodas.
Wow.
With that 4K, they're now 5-5, so no better time to heat up than now.
Yeah.
Trojans with 2 in a row.
That was fantastic there. Trojans doing a great job. And like we were saying, like you said before, crosshair placement. Meliodas like already had that in lock. I don't know if that was a flick or if that was just already there, but still very impressive to see that kill. Looking at the guns right now, SAIT's doing full buy. Looks like everyone's got, oh, no.
Salad's got the op out.
Yeah, wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh, little sneaky position, but it looks like it's going to be Trojans potentially tapping this C lane, but not enjoying the vibe, so they're going to try and split this up. Going to try and figure out, this is my favorite early round game to play, is who is going to peek what first. No sightlines available to see on that side.
The magic
Salad
wand
is playing
so funny.
back sight. Yeah, oh my goodness.
Everyone's got all these impressive melee weapons, the karambits, the huge swords, and then you're just busting out the fairy wand. I love it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, and potentially some action here down on the other side of things. Pixo didn't like what he saw.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness,
Spike
Pixo picked
down
one up
A.
on Brazilian Baddie.
I got the spike.
And it looks like they'll potentially try and get out. Meanwhile, Electro Q pops out. Jay Gua getting the better of that exchange. And then with the opening op kill starting to warm up is Salad as well. And now it's only Virgin Meliodas
30 seconds left.
trying to put in the work. Some early movement here, and one thing that the Hilltoppers have done an excellent job of this round is maintaining position. They're not overextending or overreacting to the moves of the Trojans. Now here's Jay Gua out of the
Last player
corner, and
standing.
he was caught and follow-up. Virgie double peaked, and so an excellent round out of the Hilltoppers. Methodical, I would say.
Yeah, they had their positions early in that round, and they just took their time and they waited. And yeah, they don't mind, especially if you're on the defense. If the attacking team wants to take their time, that's just more time, well, that the attackers are wasting, right? Because the attackers, not only do they have the defenders to worry about, but they also have that ever-present clock, that ticking that you always have to think of. So that's why you do see a little bit more, a couple more links there, a couple more little peaks there, which was kind of cool. So we're going to jump on into the buying. Looks like we're going to get some full sets here too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then teams prepared to make another A push over here, but Pixo in a dangerous area. He was spotted out though. Woo! Nice early shot there. Doesn't find a home. Brazilian Baddie's going to use the dog here potentially early. Gain some position for their team. Salad putting some pressure on with the op, and Trojans don't like the sound of that. They're going to bounce quietly as well as to not alert the enemies of the rotate.
Look at the Hilltoppers, all 5 of them just staring down.
Jiku is not going to have an angle here. Oh, he might. He does. A couple shots landed on Brazilian Baddie there. Both teams are going to be able to back up. Meanwhile, Meliodas able to
You want to
push a
fight it?
couple enemies off.
Lock the sight.
Great dividing walls out. Couple shots. Meliodas blinded, wasn't able to find a home. There's a nice kill from Brazilian Baddie. Jay Goo picks up his third kill of the round. And oh,
One
nice
enemy
kill out of
remaining.
Electrocute.
Last
Let's
player
follow up with one as
standing.
well. Salad, meanwhile, putting the
30
shots
seconds left.
down. Say less. Be the latest victim to Salad's off.
Covering it.
And now we have ourselves a match. Electrocute versus Salad.
Electrocute's just gonna sit here and wait.
Oh, and Electrocute with the patience of a saint. Another round for the Trojans, and we are even.
What a great bit of pressure there to sit there and wait, because they didn't know. We have the advantage here, especially you viewers out there. You have the advantage of seeing these outlines and stuff. All they seen was a hallway, and they just hoped, and they knew exactly where to have that cursor. When you're playing this game at the higher levels, is that something that you practice? Like, you know, like at this doorway, it's got to be here.
Yeah, there's a lot of areas, markers on the map that are actually hints as to where to hold your crosshair.
Oh.
And being able to click at the perfect time when someone peeks you is a lovely skill in and of itself, and on full display here for Electrocute. Early spot there, and it's an early aggressive move out of Jay Gua, and this could be dangerous for Jay Gua if there were more Trojans here, but either by design or from luck, only Meliodas really to consider, and Zealous is in there as well. But Zealous way far out of the view, and Jay Gua is just sitting back, having to listen, gonna try and push silently. Meliodas seen enough. Happy to give that up. Electrocute holding down this angle.
Like
About
I
to have
never
on
left.
the drone of Pixo, and some shots down from the other side. Jay Gua got a couple.
Spike down.
Shot
Attack
from the other side.
respawn.
Brazilian Baddie gets one. Electrocute falls up with another. Here's Ty's going to push
One
out of,
enemy
and
remaining.
another kill out of A. That was a nice play out of Salad, who just snuck all the way through, and now Brazilian Baddie and company are going to try and work their way onto site. And judging by the utility use here, they don't actually know where Salad is. We do. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of defensive positions take up. It looks like Salad's going to try and push
Spike
this
planted.
through garage. Both Trojans players happy to give up the site from now. They have a good angle on where the bomb is going to be. But ultimately, these Trojans not facing the right direction right now.
What an amazing
Oh,
flank
this is
by
so
the
tense.
Hilltoppers.
They're not looking the right way still. Oh, and there's the
Time to
note.
hunt.
Brazilian Baddie.
Scout destroyed.
They're there. He's up close.
Last player
He's
standing.
down. Rebound. Oh my God, the Meliodas. Oh, Meliodas getting it done. That was tight and in close and scary.
And with a fraction of a health. If
Oh,
Meliodas got
man.
sneezed on, they would have been in trouble there.
Absolutely.
Wow. Wow, wow. Such a great round. And yeah, SAIT got absolutely pincered there. There was attacks coming from the A side and from the C side there in their spawn, and they still managed to fight it out. That firefight there was very intense. We did see lots of shots coming out left and right. SAIT ended up with 2 guys as opposed to the Hilltoppers 1, but that could have changed a lot there. Yeah, and a nice shout out to Salad for doing such a good job chasing down those 2 Trojans. And, you know, they could have just decided to keep their gun and walk away. That probably would have been a fair choice to do anyway, but they were trying to push it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great work and a nice flash out of Brazilian Baddie there, too. It's a really close, in-tight flash, and they found a lot of good success with it. Pixo, he was spotted out. While on the other side of things, Salad able to just avoid that 0-point knife out of KO. Meanwhile, Meliodas and company are going to approach Ty. A couple players here all around, and just as a reminder, this is how scary it looks when you're playing this game. Just no clue where anybody is, not a hope in the world, just no look at that. You can just, I have the sight line for you, but that's about it. Oh, and a nice early kill. Say less, gets one. Shots fired. Guns being shot this way and the other. Looks like they're going to try and flood B here. Clove sitting just outside. Ooh! Caught the forehead. Trying to follow up. Meliodas, nice kill. Had the hardware advantage there. And
30
thank goodness,
seconds left.
Salad giving up some space here. Being chased by Sayless
Heal
and
up,
Brazilian
squad.
Baddie. Brazilian Baddie doing their job as the initiator slash healer. Such a dynamic character. And Salad picks one up. Oh, for Brazilian Baddie. Nice work.
Great job.
And a 3v2 Pixel
Spike planted.
with with the luck of the draw. Pixel is able to get one. He'll follow
I've
with
got
another.
your
Not able to
trail.
find the home.
One
Another
enemy
follow-up.
remaining.
Great spray from Electrocute from distance. Didn't even have to tap that one. You're kidding. Location revealed from Pixo. He's got a little bit to work with here. Oh, and Meliodas had other plans for this showdown. Electrocute had him in the sight lines, but Meliodas cleans up with another and improves to 9 and 7.
Wow, wow.
And 4.
Yeah, 9-7-4, and they have their ult ready too. Yeah, we did see the ult. We did see a different ult come out. This is the Blade Storm, so this is all them blades get summoned up around there. You can throw those single knives. You can do like some burst kill.
You can also right-click and throw them all at once.
Yeah, you can burst
Which is
them out
beautiful.
there.
If you don't trust your accuracy like me,
Yeah.
I right-click everything.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
When I'm
Yeah.
brave enough to play Jet.
How damaging are those knives?
Instant headshot, and then I think it's like 50 or 100 to the body. You gotta land 2 of them. This is an early push out of the Trojans here. Ty had to give that one up early. Electrocute and company, and Trojans are in just like that. Now the question is, are they going to be able to hold this down, having rushed in and taken the site without getting any picks?
Spike
A
down
little bit
B.
of trouble there. Now around on the other side, here's SAIT. He's in a fight.
Electrocute.
On the other side.
Last player standing.
Electrocute taken out. Salad and Pixel picking up their kills. Now it's a 1v3 situation. Catching him on the reload with SAIT. He did damage, but not enough. So now at the other side, he's got players coming at him every which way. Now there's the Sobat. Pixel, they're able to convert and just swarming back. That was a pretty wild
Last
play to
round
see
before
them
the
just
switch.
run it down mid like that.
Yeah.
It's been a couple methodical rounds in a row.
Yeah, well, and they had planned for that too, because we did see Electrocute with the shotgun, and that was an ideal situation. Tiny room with a shotgun, right? That's where you want to be with that gun. But good little change up from SAIT there. They were trying something new. Didn't work out for them, but it's cool to see people trying some new stuff. Looks like we got Salad now. They're buying the shotgun this time around too.
Yeah, and we're going to have a conglomeration of Trojans right outside the C-Long area. And
You want to play?
see
Let's
how long
play.
it takes for the opening kill here. Not very long as Virgil was able to get a couple shots off. I'm not sure if he saw. There was a player right there. I hit the wrong button. Jay Good taken out by Virgie. Nice kill there, and he's able to get a heal. He only had 20 health left.
Wow,
So,
Virgie got lucky there.
yeah, absolutely. SAIT has the tour de force out and ready. Oh, and Salad had the Blade Storm available. You heard it land right at the feet of SAIT.
You are powerless.
Ult's being burned here for the Trojans. They're going all in on this one.
Yeah, I guess right before the swap, might as well use them.
Exactly, nothing left to hold it down for, and they're
Why'd
up
you
by 1
find
here,
it?
trying to go 7-5 are the Trojans. They get plenty early. Virgie was trying to get one. He's taken out. Salad picks up a triple. Trying to follow up Ty. 4 kills in a row for the Hilltoppers. And they're all over it here. Electro keep falls up.
Last
Trying to get
player
another one on Ty,
standing.
and he picks up his 3rd. And we are tied going into half.
Wow.
My goodness, this is one
Switching
of the
sides.
closer Valorant games we've called.
Yeah, this has been a very close game. Looking at the KDs, 13 and 5. That's 13, 10 and 5 for Jagu is not bad at all. We're not seeing anything like any huge big gaps in here. So, we have seen characters get up to the double digits, well, not triple digits, but like in the 20s before. Both teams are doing a great job, and they're spreading out those kills. There really isn't like a big disparity between the top. Well, okay, I guess on the Hilltoppers there's a little bit of a double there, but SAIT's doing a good job spreading those kills out. Every player is either giving assists or they're giving attacks.
Yeah, absolutely. It was some excellent work there from the Trojans in early rounds. It was interesting to note in the pregame that we had with them, they talked about going double duelist. They did not do that. Hilltoppers, on the other hand, did go double duelist, and it's those 2 duelists that are leading the charge here early for the Hilltoppers, and they're going to be all over this site early, as both teams will look to try and maintain possession. Some shots being taken out. Either way, SAIT picking up a kill as well. Zealous in there. Nice underhanded throw for Virgie, and he gets one. SAIT follows
Last
one up.
player
Here's
standing.
Meliodas. Last person left. Meliodas with some company on site,
No
lands
charges
some
left.
shots on Salad. Salad and Zealous in some trouble health-wise.
That beeping, though.
Yeah, and he's got to get 3 kills and defuse, and what a moment this would be. The pressure is officially on.
One
He'll get
enemy
double peak.
remaining.
Taking one more, a collateral, you're kidding me.
they
Now
tried.
on the
Well,
other
it's
side,
one
he's got to try and
kill.
pull this off. Zealous is approaching. He's got it. Oh my goodness. The storybook ending not there for Meliodas, but it's that close.
He did get hit in the bomb, though.
Yeah, unfortunate for Zealous, but what an effort to seal the round for his team. And
Yeah.
the single shot collateral was not something I was expecting to see.
That was great. Penetration shot, 1 bullet, 2 kills. I did think we did see a triple before with that as well. So we're going into the second round here. Looks like the teams are probably going to be pretty even when it comes to the cash. I think almost everybody died, so... Oh, no, never mind. I am...
No, the round bonus is pretty heavy at the start. It gives you a nice little cushion. And it's going to be an early A push here. You can see all those red lasers starting to approach. Zealous and Ty and Meliodas got body blocked there. A couple players coming out of garage as well. Brazilian Bandit is out of trouble. Meliodas does follow up with one. He gets one. He's going to be revealed here and going to get shot through the smoke. He's not careful. He's getting peeked. Oh, he's saved by first.
Spike down A.
Here's Zealous.
Last player
Electrocute taken
standing.
out through mid. Who do we have left? It's Say Less alone on the site, and he missed the player to his right. He's getting shot, able to get himself into safety with 54 health.
Teleport's
Jay
ready.
Gua up in heaven, trying to shut things down for the Trojans in a 1v2 situation. Sal doing the right thing, getting the bomb down, and Jay Gua follows up with a nice kill there. So the 2-round advantage, just like we saw at the beginning of the game, will go towards the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, it's a great round by Say Less there. Stayed on their feet, seen a lot of carnage going on, just managed to control the space. And I think we did see Say Less pick up a gun. They didn't get to keep it, but like just great foresight to think about picking up guns. And like in the middle of that battle there, they still managed to get into safety. They still managed to hold the spot for a little bit. But 2v1s like that, especially when you're down on your econ, is going to be a bit of a problem. And the shield, I think the shield bonus came out in that one as well.
This is also a huge opportunity because more than a couple Hilltopper players actually buying on the bonus round, and so if they lose this one, they could be in a financially compromised position. And so for the Trojans, they don't know it, but this round just became about twice as important. Because the financial advantage cannot be overstated when down by 2. I know, Pixel has no idea what he's aiming at. Meanwhile, players becoming aware of each other through garage. Ty and Salad able to back that one up. And meanwhile, Jay Gua gets a couple shots off. Say Less. Distracted by the blind, but only momentarily. Meanwhile, up at the top of the map, Meliodas is making his way through. Getting caught a little bit. Jay Gua just missing the player there. A couple of doubles. Nice kill from Meliodas.
Spike down,
Good follow-up
B.
from Brazilian Baddie. Now it's Say Less. In on it. He's got Zealous in the crosshairs. Zealous able to take a shot and bounce. Meliodas follows up with a nice kill. And now it's Say Less's opportunity again to follow up on Zealous. Zealous has to back up here. Oh, and a nice couple of shots there from Zealous. Meliodas with the follow-up, and his third kill of the round
We
is
played.
good.
You lost.
And I mentioned it before, keep an eye on the money.
Yeah.
Pixel bought a Vandal. A couple of the bot Vandals. Okay.
Let's see what SAIT wants
So
to do.
even
on
though
this
they
round.
were able to buy a couple weapons last round for that technical bonus, even after they had players that died, they are able to scrape the money together for this one. So Electrocute and Say Less are going to have to find a lot of value with these judges.
Yeah.
Say Less is going to run into him first. Oh, and that was dangerous. That was a dangerous move, but he did what he had to do. Now Virgie's going to try and come in and follow up. Nice grenade kill. He's going to try and hit a couple of them to get some damage done. It's an effective stall tactic. Sally comes in for a nice early kill.
Spike
Say Less
down,
and company
C.
eyeing this one down.
Say Less, that was very dangerous, but they got a lot of information there, and information is so important in this game. Is it all?
Jay Gua hit the trap of Say Less, and so Say Less is at least aware that somebody's in there.
One enemy remaining.
Nice one done.
Next time,
Virgie and
my
Meliodas
bad,
get
machinery.
back-to-back kills, almost one after the other, and we have another tie game 8
I'll survive a
There
ditch or
we
two.
go. SAIT
Can't
wins
say the
that
same for you fragile
round. We're
humans.
looking here at the econ. SAIT's going to have enough money for a full buy.
After that successful win, absolutely. Maybe Electrocute. No, Electrocute's in on it. So we'll have a couple pistols on the side of the Hilltoppers here after dropping 2.
And the shield disadvantage.
Absolutely. Very important to highlight. And, I mean, the importance cannot be overstated.
down,
You get into
guns
these
up,
later rounds,
get
the
deadly.
more rounds you give up because you don't have the right weapons.
You want to
Are
play?
basically
Let's
rounds
play.
for the Trojans. So hoping
Suppress.
to put a little bit of spin on things are the Hilltoppers here.
Obscuring vision.
Electrocute gets hit with a straight bullet. That was a surprise. Gets revealed, however, gets shot through the smoke. Has to be careful there. Virgie fires a couple through, and teams are in through garage as well.
SAIT spinning over to C.
Oh, and they're pivoting over to C as well. Oh my goodness, the Hilltoppers are all over. They're going to try and get bombed down immediately here. Pixo going to do exactly that, and the Trojans are going to
Spike
get
planted.
themselves all together here.
Out of the charges.
Flashbang thrown, but Virgie accidentally caught his eyeballs with that one. Nice trade from Electrocute. Virgie and Electrocute available. SAIT picking up his own kill as well. SAIT available. Begins. Now the Trojans have successfully pushed them off of this. Now we're going to hop on board with your bomb diffuser.
enemy
You have to
remaining.
give it up over its half. SAIT picks up the last. Trojans are back on top.
Wow, what a good little push there right at the end. Cracked. Absolute crack play right there.
Say less.
Just having a little bit of fun there by
Yeah.
Say Less.
Excellent work. 9-8. What a comeback.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
SAIT's rocking almost full ults.
And the Trojans have not been able to put together more than 3 in a row so far this game. And so the question, of course, on my mind becomes,
Teleport's
do it?
ready.
Yeah.
let's
Who will
find
I
out,
spot
is it looks
first?
like it's going to be a little grouping over towards the A side, it looks like. Meliodas is going to have first option here. Will he fire through the smoke? He won't! Misses the first opportunity, but that's okay. Follow-up. Missed that one as well, but able to slow down the Hilltoppers and give them some second thoughts about pushing this so hard. Meanwhile, Meliodas and company getting pushed ever so slightly. Here's Meliodas. He's going to catch the beat before anything else. He caught him on the elbow. Wow. Follow-up from Salad, however. Nice kill popping up to the left. Brazilian baddie not able to hold it down.
Concealment.
So teams have an opportunity, but instead they're actually going to get the pick and rotate. Look at this. Pixo and company are going to run it all the way back through to C. Wow. The Trojans just spent all that time heading to A, and now they're going to have to go back.
Yeah, great teamwork
Standing
there
ahead.
by the Hilltoppers. We've seen them both come out onto that attack point at the exact same time. Really pincered some of the SAIT players. Even who had first shot on someone, you're getting shot from the side too, so that's going to slow you down. That's going to change your aim. I really do love some of these blind shots that we're seeing through the smoke. Well, it gives away your position in a game like Valorant, where a lucky headshot can really end it. See, look at this. He's firing
Salah's aware.
through those boxes.
Salah's aware. See if they can pick somebody up. Salad caught Say Less, and he may have been body blocked there momentarily. Look at how empty the site looks, but it's really not.
Well
Firing
divided.
blind through the smoke.
Oh, the great
Last player
Virgie
standing.
didn't clear the corner. Now up to Electrocute.
Recovering
There's
it.
one. Gonna follow up with the smoke. Electrocute has to stick this. Here comes P. Oh, and Salad fired through, popped through the wall, and got the kill. And so now back to even Stevens at 9-9.
9-9. This has been an incredibly tight game. Looking at the KDAs, 17 and 13 for Meliodas. Really good. Salad up there. 19 and 12. Doing such a good job. 19, 12, and 4, which is also pretty impressive as well. But down there, the Brazilian baddie getting 10 assists. The only one in the double digits for assists.
That's initiator core right there. When you run the initiator class, this is exactly your stat line. I finished a game 20, 20, and 20.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that means that Brazilian baddie being very efficient with the utility, always good to hear, because, you know, how you spend your money means everything. And look at this opportunity here
Melodious.
for Meliodas.
Going straight to the ult.
They've got focusing on the crosshair. What do they have for us? 1, 2, 3. Oh, with 2, but
Spike
got
down
caught on the
A.
wall. Jay Gua able to capitalize on that in a 3v4.
Obscuring concealment.
Yeah.
Covering
quick
it.
little,
3v3, sorry.
Blinded.
Nice blind there. Sky holding good position.
Scout destroyed.
Spike planted.
Scout taken out
One
here.
enemy
Ty
remaining.
taken through and taken out Say Less, and Virgie getting it done. Virgie with that follow-up headshot, sending him into the black hole.
great job.
Wow.
Thrifty.
A thrifty.
Hey, there
Nice.
we go.
I love that.
So for the viewers back at home, what does a thrifty mean again?
A thrifty is when you win the round, having spent under a certain threshold of money as a team.
Okay.
So basically, the Trojans decided they weren't going to spend any money, but still managed to come out with the victory. And in terms of late game, that's a heartbreaker. That's a tough one to give up. When you're into the double-digit
going up
rounds
top.
being available and you have a hardware or a money advantage, you need to take advantage of it. So a bit of a tough swallow for the Hilltoppers, but if
Right
there's one
there.
thing
Get out
that
of
they've
my
done
way.
excellently from the
Concealment.
get-go, that's answer. And let's see if they can do it here. They're pushing way through a couple early
Spike
kills.
down
Brazilian
mid.
Brazilian
One
Brazilian
enemy
follows up
remaining.
with one. Both had to use their ultimate to get out in the kill feed, an absolute Christmas tree.
Wow. Yeah, that was a very quick little first
Oh
round
my
there.
goodness, I couldn't even keep up. That was... Oh, and with the ult use, all the Trojans had to do was run away because the tie timer would not last forever. So an excellent round out of the Trojans.
Yeah.
And a quick one.
I don't think we got to see it, but I'm pretty sure we did see in the kill feed there. Sayles getting 2 wall banger shots.
Wow. Wow, I apologize to Sayles for not catching that one.
No.
I got a couple great triples with these guys so far this game.
Teleport's ready.
And they've made it easy to collect highlights as they've put together a pretty inspired performance, I would say. I love when games are close.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, I know I'm a SAIT guy, but I just love when games are close.
Yeah, well, these athletes have been doing such a good
Once
job.
approx.
It doesn't matter really where we put the camera. We've been seeing some great highlights because there's just been such good plays from
Yeah,
both
Meliodas
sides.
coming in here first. He elects to let the updraft go, and he gets the opener. Meliodas taking out Jay Good. That's a big name. That is a big name for the Hilltoppers. Excellent work there. Coming over the top. Brazilian baddie.
The patience.
Blinded.
Oh my goodness. Fine. Oh, pardon me.
Here, scout
Wanna see who's
destroyed.
down there.
Hailing
There's
over
2
here.
players available. Meliodas taking some shots against Saladin. Oh, thought he would catch him through the smoke, but didn't. Now both players backing up. Meliodas taking some shots through the smoke. Excellent game sense. And now an ultimate being used as well. And we'll see what they can follow up with. Hit once on Meliodas, but didn't follow up with any more. And all this kerfuffle has given the Trojans an opportunity to stack the site. Now things getting a little more complicated. Brazilian baddie in here deep. He's not revealed and catches the forehead by Pixel. Pixo does the same thing, however. Follows up with the
30
kill on
seconds
Brazilian
left.
baddie. Meliodas, we're on board with now. Virgie taking a couple through. Nice kill there.
Spike down A.
He's gonna try for one. Caught the teleporting chamber. And now in this 2v2 scenario, we're gonna have one player go up mid, electrocute up there.
10 seconds
Meliodas
left.
is gonna swap
Last player
for the
standing.
Vandal.
Spike
Two
planted.
players crisscrossed, and it's a 4K for Pixo.
Wow.
Oh, just too tough to track the targets.
Pixel.
Pincer maneuver.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen them do that. Pick either side of the same box to go around, the same objective point to go around as well. This will actually be the 3rd time we've called it out specifically. But Pixo, like, what a great, like, MVP for that round, for sure. The 4K kills.
Yeah, heating up at the right time. It was just last round. He was 10 and 15, which is it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, but you can feel a lot better about 14 and 15. So excellent round from them.
Oh, we missed Meliodas breaking the 20K, or the 20 kills.
Oh yeah, Meliodas up at 22 now. So your lobby leader in kills by 3. And it looks like the Hilltoppers may not run into a lot of interference here.
Knife deployed.
Virgie making sure nobody's up close. They're trying to maintain the distance here. Say less is going to happen upon Jagua if the confidence is there, and it is.
They found my friend.
Missing that one. Follow up with another, but Say less taking a little bit of damage there. And players lined up to the other side. Jet dashing through, followed by 2. Virgie picks up 1. Virgie. So Maddie had 1. Now here's Pixo electrocuted now deep. And it is only Electrocute and Meliodas left alive.
Spike
These
planted.
2 have been coming up clutch for your Trojans
Got obscuring
from the
vision.
get-go. And they're going to have to do it again here. You
Great.
can see Pixo there.
Last player
Are they going to
standing.
be able to close it down? I don't think that they are. Electrocute didn't see it. And Sal and Pixo picks up the final. And make a wish, Jamie. We're tied at 11.
Tied at 11. It's 11-11. Great job from Salad there, using their utility. We watched him zip in. We'd even seen the SAIT player that we were following track that person. The SAIT player managed to go back and get 1 kill before they were getting bought, but Salad doing such a good job playing that operator to zip around, and now they're up in the 20 kills as well after that round.
Yeah, nice work from Salad. The 2 Jets absolutely showcasing their skills here. And how about Brazilian Baddie at 13 and 12? He is in on all of his team's action, and that's the sign of a really good initiator right there.
Yeah.
Now here is the principal point of contact. It's going to be Say Less up first.
Crosshair right
or
at head
it's
level.
just not going to be. Yeah, they're going to elect to maybe run this through mid. They had great success with this. And the Trojans, again, you'll notice this entire area is kind of free at this moment in time. However, Virgie threw in a flashbang, and that should give them a few second thoughts. How many second thoughts will it give them? Let's find out.
No one walks away.
Nice ball usage from Virgie, and he gets absolutely pelted through the wall. Good game sense there.
Yeah, they knew where that ult came from, and they punished him for it, but scared him off.
Absolutely. Not able to converge on a site here. It's 55 seconds.
Concealment!
Salad was taken out by Meliodas. They engaged from distance, and they're going to try and back up here. Meanwhile, on the other side, Say Less and Jay Gua engaged in a small game.
Teleport's ready.
Force suppressed.
Well, force suppressed through. Flashbang thrown, and surprisingly no
30
damage
seconds left.
landed for your Trojans, and now it's 5 players. Oh, and a nice kill from Say Less. The follow-up from Brazilian Baddie, but Ty able to clean it up. Virgie gets popped out
Spike
on the other
planted.
side. Now here's Electro Cutie, face-to-face with Pixo, but doesn't know it. Pops out, there's one, there's 2. Only saw the one. Salad is hurt. Salad is hurt at backside. Can Virgie take
Last
advantage?
player
He can.
standing.
Salad
One
on it.
enemy
Say Less
remaining.
got Salad.
Say Less takes out Salad, and now it's 1v1 versus Pixo. Don't hold it, though. In comes the shock dart. He's got to dodge it. He does.
Teleport's ready.
Pixo's going to try and pop out. He tried to shoot him with the shoulder. Hit a couple. And he's just going to try and hit half here. Oh, he's got to hold it. Oh, able to dodge. Nice work.
This
They're gonna hit it
is
again.
less than
He's
I
got done. Oh, wow, the play on Pixo. Oh, he thought he was going to fire on him with the ult, but Pixo pulled
Match
the gun
point.
back out.
Wow.
Oh, man. Up against the wall now.
Pixo doing such a good job to switch out there. I know I would have been tempted just to start firing off that ult, just level the whole field, but that was probably what Melodius was waiting for.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to try and tank it because it's 2 hits out of the Pixo ult, so he would have been able to take 1 to the face and hold that last half of the defuse. Pixo recognized that, pulled out his gun.
You want to
and it's
play?
1 bullet,
Let's
1
play.
gun.
Get out of my
A
way.
lead for Map Point. Not even just a lead, but Map Point for the Hilltoppers.
Obscuring
They played
vision.
a very tough game.
Yeah, game point.
Electrocute is going to come face-to-face with Salad right now. Grenade from Virgie gives them a little bit of space.
Pulling them in!
Trying to use the ult. Electrocute gets 1, doesn't follow up the second.
Spike down mid.
It's a nice trade there.
Last player
Situation.
standing.
Salad taking him out from the boxes. Okay, Salad. 1v4 situation for these Trojans, and Say Less is going to have to pull together something beautiful and zealous with the follow-through
Attackers
kill. And
win.
so that will be the end of game 1. It'll be Salad leading his team to victory with a 27-16 scoreline. What an excellent game, Jamie. Your closing thoughts on this one?
What a close match. I mean, yeah, it was just back and forth for both teams. The Hilltoppers did such a good job of doing like the pincer maneuvers, but yeah, as we're seeing right here, they got the first bloods out there. They were winning for the first bloods, and Econ rating looks like they were stomping for the Econ as well. Yeah, 3 characters up there. SAIT did a good job though, a lot of comebacks there, and we did see some great teamwork where we could definitely tell that all the SAIT players were talking and working together, especially with the utility bumps and the utility dumps that they were doing as well. So folks, we're going to be packing up here, and we will be ready for the next game. That's coming at 7 p.m.